To begin our radial design, we will need a piece of paper, pencil, and scissors. To begin, you will grab the corner of the paper and let the bottom of the paper become lined up with the top. Then we will fold this crease, and using your scissors, you will cut off the excess rectangle on the side. Once you have removed the excess paper, if you open this up, you will notice it is a perfect square. We are going to close this. We don't need the square right now, but we need it as a triangle. We are going to grab one end and bring it across to the other side, lining it up as neatly as possible and folding. It does help to use the back of your scissors to really crease that paper when you fold. Next, you will fold it again the same way, corner to corner. Be careful to line up your edges. And again, use the handle of your scissor if you really want those creases to be nice and bold. Next, we will open this triangle up, and you can notice there is a fold right down the center. I want you to grab the top of one side and fold it inwards towards the central line. Try to make sure you get a nice point at the top of the paper. And once you are ready, create the crease. If I were to open this again, you will see that I have two folds in the center, one right in the middle, one leaning over to the side. And then I will grab the opposite side and fold it completely over. Next, we will use our scissors and cut a line right down the back of this shape. So if you look at this like an arrow, we are going to cut the edges of the arrows off so that we have a triangle again. Now if I were to use this shape, my snowflake would turn out to be a square. So I'm going to cut a small triangle down the back of this shape. Take your time, and please be careful to keep your fingers out of the way of your scissors. Now that we have completed folding, I would like you to choose 3 shapes to draw on each side of your folded piece of paper. You'll notice I mark the pieces with an X, showing that I am going to cut these pieces out. You can use geometric shapes, triangles work really well, or they could be organic. But make sure not to cut all the way across your triangle. We still want to keep this in one piece. Once you have completed your 6 different shapes, I would like you to use your scissors and cut out these shapes carefully, using your time to be careful that you don't accidentally get your fingers and that we get these shapes cut out neatly. Notice for curved shapes like my half circle, I'm going to turn the actual paper. I don't turn my scissors, I turn the paper as I cut through. Now that you've completed cutting out your pieces, you might also want to consider cutting the end point of the shape off. That way, the center of my snowflake will be a circle. Once you are completely done, let's carefully unfold this. And it might be a little bit funny to play with, but you can rest this underneath a heavy book in order to flatten it out. If you are interested, try it again and draw and cut out different shapes. You will notice that each time we get a different result. Hope you've enjoyed your lesson. Can't wait to see your radial balance snowflakes.